You already know what it is. It's your girl, Lady D from Her Mic, Her Rules. And today I got somebody outside whose beats don't just play, they live in your head. This is a producer who shifts the culture every time they drop. Introducing a super producer, Blu Diaz. Let's get into it. What's up, Blu? How
What's
you
up?
doing?
Thank you for having me on the show. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
First
for
off,
welcoming
I
me.
want to thank you for being here because you could have been anywhere else.
That's
But
true.
you
That
chose
is
to
true.
bless me, you know what
I
I'm
chose to
saying?
bless you, but listen,
With your time and your talent.
first and foremost, I want to thank God. God chose us to be here together as well. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So God chose both of us to be here together. So the Lord made this happen with the
All
power
right.
of the Lord. You feel me?
Yes, yes.
So,
Thank you. Amen.
but other than that, how you been?
I'm good. Thank you.
That's
Thank you
good. That's
so
good. That's
much. I'm
good.
so excited. So first off, I would like to ask you some questions, like before we get started on what you do and how you became a super producer. Let's go back to your history. Like, where did you grow up at? Where did you what did you do when you was a child, or what age were you when you started playing music, and how old were you when you started producing beats?
That's a lot of questions.
Yeah, it's a lot of questions.
Man, that's a lot of questions.
So first,
No, I know, I
let's
know.
start off.
Well, we're gonna start off like this.
Yeah.
My family is very musically inclined.
Okay.
So rest in peace, my uncle, who had passed away back in 2016. He died at the age of 59 years old. So he, he taught me a lot about music because he had his first. My uncle had a whole collection of records.
Okay.
So like music always been in my family. So listening to like the Stylistics, Temptations, Michael Jackson, like he had rock, rap, all types of music. Willie Colon, Hector Lavoe, everything, everything. This man had thousands and thousands of records since he was from the age of 12 all the way to the age of 59. He had thousands and thousands of records. So my uncle was, I could say he was one of my inspirations.
Okay.
That he used to tell me, hey, this sounds good in the sample, that sounds good in the sample.
Yeah.
Then my mother used to sing, and then my dad was into music. All my aunties was into music, cousins. I had a very musically, my sister's a dancer too. She used to dance for like block parties and do things and everything. So so we're very musically inclined, my family.
Yeah,
So
okay.
being around people that does music and people that love music, you're gonna get inspired to do music as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So where I grew up in Flatbush, East Flatbush, Brooklyn. So where my family grew up on the same block together. So my grandfather was a super to the buildings that we lived in. So back then everybody's very family oriented. The kids in the neighborhood, the family, everybody getting together, summertime in New York, the fire hydrants, the ice cream trucks, people
Yeah.
playing music outside. My grandfather used to play at the domino table with the beers, and summertime in New York was summertime in New York back in the day. That was the real summer.
Yeah.
So me being around that, that's how I grew up. I grew up very family oriented. My mom, my dad, even though my mom and dad separated when I was a young child, but then my stepdad came in, they got married. I moved out born and raised in Brooklyn, then I moved to Flatbush, moved to Greenpoint, Williamsburg, then moved to Long Island. That's how I started meeting people from Long Island. We had a house in Long Island, in West Hempstead, New York. And I met this, well, he's in the game now. He's a famous producer. He went to high school with my sister. He went by the name, he goes by the name of, if you look him up, 88 Keys.
Oh, okay.
His nickname was Bogey in high school. So I remember back in the 90s when my sister came home from school one day, she said, yo, Blu, I gotta introduce you to my friend. He knows Q-Tip from Tribe Called Quest. He knows Pete Rock.
Oh, wow.
He knows all these famous rappers.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? So she knows, my sister knows I'm a hip hop head. I'm into rap music. So yo, he does beats. He hangs out with Q-Tip. He let me hear Q-Tip on the phone. He does this one. He does Mos Def, Talib Kweli. And I'm like, wow. So, I gained a relationship with him through my sister. So my sister was like, she became real cool with him. They went to high school. They went to West Hempstead High School.
Oh, okay.
So he started coming to my house, and we all got food. We all got cool, and, you know. And my mom became cool with his mom. You know, like the family started becoming cool. Then he got a production deal. He started doing beats for his first beat was for this group back in the day. Well, they're not back in the day. They still active. I know pretty sure you heard of this group called The Roots.
Yeah.
So this song called Clones that came out in 1996, I believe 88 Keys co-produced that. So I used to go to his basement, and he had this thing called the MPC 3000,
Okay.
which was used by a legendary producer named Jay Dilla from Detroit, which 88 Keys put me onto. He was Tribe Called Quest beat man.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
me being around him, watching him, be like, wow, man, this is what I would like to do.
Yeah.
Like, damn, me, you know, watching him is like, damn, you know, he's making beats now. He got a production that he's doing beats for De La Soul. He's doing beats for Mos Def. He's doing beats for The Roots. He's doing beats, and now, you know, he's starting to get paid.
Yeah.
And then that's what inspired me. So I went out and I bought this little drum machine back in the day. It was called, I thought I was a big producer with the little drum machine. I went to Sam Ash. It's called, this is a store called Sam Ash.
Okay. So how
was-
how old were you about that time? Around that
Damn.
time when you started?
I really got to tell my age?
No, at that time. We're talking about
I think I was like maybe 5 years old at the time, or 3 years old at the time.
5 years old.
Maybe three.
When
I
you
don't know.
started producing beats?
I was like 3 years old.
Really? Oh wow.
Good joke. I'm a comedian too.
See,
now.
yeah, he's a comedian too.
I was in my teens. I was
Okay.
in my teens at
Yeah.
the time. I think I was like 19, 18, between 18 and 19 around there
Okay.
at that time.
Yeah.
So, you know, at that time, you know, so I went out and bought this thing called Boss Dr. Rhythm 660. It's a little drum machine. And I used to make beats on that. You know, and then he taught me about making beats, and then I started learning from other producers, going to the studio.
Yeah.
Then, you know, that's how I got into the music.
Okay.
So, as far as age, I would say maybe like 19, 18, 19.
Okay.
Then I started rapping. I started rapping
Yeah.
maybe like 21 years old, you know, started rapping, writing songs here and
So you
there.
write your own songs?
I write my own songs.
All right. Do you write for other artists as well?
I wrote for 2 artists so far. I wrote for this girl. She's nothing major. She's not big, but she in the underground. She's known. She does shows. Her name is Champagne. The name is called Seduction. I wrote that chorus for her.
Oh, okay.
You know, I wrote that chorus for her. So you know, me actually how that went. Me and her were supposed to do the song together. It was my song.
Oh.
So what happened was, I gave the song to her.
Oh.
So she said, "Hey, can I keep the chorus?"
Yeah.
So I said, "Hey, girl, just keep the chorus." That's it. So I took myself off the song.
Yeah.
So the song Seduction, I ended up giving it to her, but with my chorus on it. So
Okay.
basically, you know, she gives me my credit. You know.
Okay, yeah.
So
when you do beats for artists, right? Do you do it while they're singing, or you just do it off your head?
it depends. I mean, I could be home working on a whole ton of beats, a lot of beats, and I will call the artist, and we will have conversations. I would actually just play the beats on the phone, and they will make a choice on the phone.
Oh, okay.
That's how right now. That's how Worldorama. That's how Worldorama chose all his beats. Cause we got this song called "Go Baby," we got "Queens Get the Money," we got "Cold World," we got "Can't Wait," the new one that's out. You know, you can look it up on YouTube on Worldorama. I'm in the video. I made all them beats. We're doing an EP called Worldorama's Vision, and then Lazarus the Top Don. I made beats for him too. Me and him is working on an EP. We haven't titled the song, the EP yet,
Okay.
but he got the song "Buzzing Now," "Glamorous Life," and "Street Legend."
Yeah. I've heard
Which
of those.
I didn't make the beats for them on the spot. I let them hear it over the phone. So when I ran down, I let them hear it. And Worldorama, I let him hear it. He chose the beats. And some beats I emailed them. You know, so
okay.
that's why I would just take it upon. I would study their style. So Lazarus, when it came to Street Legend, I met Lazarus back in 2017. So when I met Lazarus, that Street Legend beat, I told him, I presented myself as a producer. So when I introduced myself, I introduced myself as Blue Diaz, of course.
Yeah.
I'm a producer. I make beats. Blah blah blah. He gave me his email, so I sent him a couple of beats. He chose that beat that I sent him years ago called Street Legend. That beat for Street Legend.
Yeah.
So the Glamorous Life and other beats, some of them I emailed him, and some of them I played over the phone, and he chose it.
Oh,
Same thing with World. Some of them I emailed, and you know, or it depends. Like if we go to a studio session, I can make the beat on the spot. The artist will actually pick it right there. Be like, hey, you know what? Can you make me a beat?
yeah.
Can you sample? Like an artist the other day inboxed me, hey, can you sample this for me? So I'm about to go in front of her and actually make the beat in front of her.
Oh, nice. Okay. That's real talent right there.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
Yeah. So have you ever had like any moments where it was tough for you and you was like, I can't do this no more?
Plenty of times.
Yeah.
Plenty of times.
So
yeah, plenty of
what
times.
made you say I'm not giving up on this?
Oh, because it's my passion. It's my love, and I feel like it's all about faith in God. It's about faith and God. If God keeps telling me to go on, and there's a reason why He wants me to go on. There's something there at the end of the road for you.
Yeah.
You got to listen to God. You got to listen to God and not listen to people, because some people could lead you the wrong way.
Yeah.
Your own people could lead you the wrong way. Some people say, hey, I got connections with this. I met a lot of phony people in this game. I met a lot of real people, but I met phony people too. When they say, yeah, I know this one, I know that one.
Yeah.
Hey, don't worry, we're going to get back to you. Your beats are fire. We could do this. We could take you to the next level. And nothing happens. See,
Yeah.
that's when you realize and start saying, hey, you know what? I don't got nobody but myself. And
Yeah.
real people, a real team. That's why when you find people, you got to make sure they're relevant,
Yeah.
and you got to make sure they're very solid. Because if they're not solid, if they just there wasting your time, they're not solid, you put them on your team,
Yeah.
I mean, they're just a waste. They're just a corpse just being there, just wasting your time. Like,
Yeah.
what am I doing? You're not.
Was that what inspired you to make the COT song?
Hot.
I like
Alright.
that song.
Yeah, that song
Circle
right
of
there. That
Trust.
song right there. It was a friend of mine where I used to work with her. Her name is Carmen Ortiz, and she had a tattoo. She had a crew called COT. She's from Harlem.
Oh, okay.
She had a tattoo right here called COT, and I used to ask her, "Yo, what does COT stand for?" She said, "I have a little crew called Circle of Trust."
Oh,
I said,
okay.
"Yo, I like that."
Yeah.
I said, "Do you mind if I put that in a song?" She was like, "For real?" I said, "Yeah, I want to make a song dedicated to that because I like that saying,
Yeah.
COT, Circle of Trust, because you only keep certain people on your team,
Yeah.
and you can't trust everybody."
I like the verse. This verse that you put in the part. It says, "Fake snakes that be with the hate, be all in my face, invading my space." I'm like, yo, that was fire.
Fake snakes with the hate that be invited my space. Yeah,
Yeah, I love that verse. Yeah,
And leave
you
you
guys
dead
gotta
with the
listen to
worms.
that song. That song is hot.
Yeah, my love never dies. So this is people that's genuine. My love never dies. We could stay together on the ride. Yeah,
Yeah. But it's true because,
true.
you
That
be
song was
having
real.
a lot of circle of friends that y'all probably trying to grind together, you know what I'm saying? And they
Yeah,
just be
like-
hating on you on the low. Like, why you hating on me when we're trying to get this together? You know what I'm saying? So
'Cause
it's
that's
like,
how-
I don't
that's how-
understand
that's how
why
things-
people
yeah,
be
that's how-
hating on each other for.
They hate on each other. That's how things
Yeah.
are based. Sometimes things is based. It's like that sometimes. Sometimes you can have a friend. They could be in your circle for so many years. You won't even know it.
Yeah.
And they could end up hating on you.
Yeah.
They could end up hating on you. They could end up they just do malicious things behind your back, talking behind your back, and wishing bad on you. That's why, I don't tell nobody what I do. I don't tell nobody my plans. I don't tell nobody
Yeah.
how I move. It's crazy. I slipped a couple of times. There was a couple of times I slipped. I disappeared out the game because I got into something personal.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that.
Yeah,
Like, you was out the game for what, a
man,
year?
I'm not gonna say no names, but
No, I know.
there was people in this game that they tried to get over on me. They try to use people. Actually, I have a circle right now. This person, I'm not gonna say no names because I'm not gonna give this person energy, but that person knows who they are.
Yeah.
That person tried to come into my circle, try to use all our resources, all right? Try to use everybody. Try to use everybody in my circle to see what they could get, all right? That person was a big opportunist because that person went from one circle to another circle to another. Now he's with another person just using that person to see what they could get. And that's quite crazy because I introduced that person to that person.
Yeah.
So all those platforms that person was on, Spectrum TV and this and that, everything, that was
Yeah.
all through me. And like I said, I'm not bragging or nothing, but hey, listen, when you got to speak the truth got to come out.
Yeah.
So you just got to watch out for who you put on your team because it's happened to me. It's happened where things are saying behind my back, they talk behind your back, and you think they're for you, but they're not really for you.
Yeah.
They're not really
That's
for
not
you.
good.
And that person right there is, you know, it's not, I'm not saying he's doing bad, but I'm not saying that he's not on top of the world either. But you can't just come into people's circle and just try to use them and thinking that you're gonna get over, and then thinking you're gonna try to cut me out of certain deals,
Yeah.
which I'm ahead of you. Okay, I'm relevant. And like I said, when I met you, you was just a regular artist.
Yeah.
You was a nobody. I opened the doors for you and all that. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that. And I'm gonna keep saying it as a reminder. That's what I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
saying.
Because some people, they do need reminders. You know?
They do a lot
They
of
gotta
reminders.
think and be like, all right, who took me this far? You know?
Yeah.
You know, you got all the connections and stuff
All
like
the
that.
connections whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, which artists are you producing right now?
Right now, I'm working with Worldorama. I'm working with artists. This is Lazarus the Top Don. I got a few artists in store right now that's asking me for beats and everything.
Okay.
It's not written in stone. I had this girl named Princess Melanin. She liked the beat. We're supposed to be going to the studio. I actually got a song called Blast. Oh, I worked with Chaos. Shout out to Chaos, man. That's my brother. I love you, man. Chaos, Mr. Huh. You know, he turned his life around. He gave his life to Christ.
Oh, so he's
And-
not in the game anymore?
Well, he's in the game, but
Oh,
he's doing gospel hip hop
Okay.
about Jesus, which is
I would
good.
like to hear that.
Well, he got a song. I produced a song for him called "What's the Bop," which was fire. It was
okay.
fire. You know, so I did a few beats for people. I did a few beats for people with podcasters.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm just trying to get into jingles, like doing beats for commercials, doing beats for
Alright.
movies, and etc.
All right.
You know,
So besides producing, what else do you do? You're an artist.
I'm an artist.
you rap.
I rap. I'm a promoter. You know, I do a lot of things in this game. Bits and pieces of everything.
Okay.
You know, so right now, you know, I just you know, I focus on God. I pray to God every morning, hoping
Okay.
God blesses me with good things.
Yeah.
Thanking the Lord that we woke up to live to see another day on earth. You know, for thanking the Lord giving us this daily bread. You know,
Yeah.
you know, I just want to thank the people who's been there for me. I want to thank the people, you know, I know you for years.
Yeah.
You know, I know you for a long time. You know, you've been there for me in and out of my life.
Yeah.
You know, you've been there for me for a long time. You know, I know we stopped talking for a while, but then, you know, you came back. God brings people.
We always come back together.
Yeah, we always come back together.
It don't matter what
No
where
matter
we
what.
at in life.
Yeah.
We always gonna
So
come back
I
together.
already, but I know in my heart,
Yeah.
I'm a good person.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person that will give you my shirt off my back. I'm a great provider as well.
Yeah.
All right. So I know with God, I always ask God for those who's not meant to be in my life, eliminate them out of my life. I don't mean in death.
Yeah.
I don't wish death on nobody. But I mean, when I say eliminate them out of my life, make them disappear out of my life. Get away
Yeah.
from my circle.
So let's talk about what are your 5 top rappers?
Oh,
From
top
I'm
five?
talking about from the 90s. Let's talk about the 90s rappers first.
Well, I mean, overall, yeah, you know, like,
Yeah.
because there ain't no more true lyricists like that. I mean,
yeah,
you got-
exactly.
J. Cole, I give J. Cole respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like J. Cole because
J.
he's a
Cole.
true lyricist. You
Okay.
know, there's a couple of cats that's out right now that they're right. They're cool. You know, but you know, it's nothing like the '90s era because back in the '90s, I'm gonna explain something about the '90s between rap today and rap in the '90s.
Yeah.
You had to be lyrically inclined. Because if you was not lyrically inclined, you wasn't getting signed. If you was not lyrically inclined, nobody would deal with you. They would call you straight up whack. They would say you're corny and that's it. So you would have to have, and the thing
You
about
have to
I respect about
bring
the
your
90s,
game on.
right? Your game have to be stepped up.
Yeah.
The thing about I love about the '90s that everybody was unique. Nobody sound like nobody. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Jay-Z's had his own style. Nas had his own style. Biggie, Pac,
KRS-One. I love
KRS-One,
KRS-One.
Big L, all these rappers, man, had their own style.
Yeah.
You know, so all these rappers had their own style.
You know I was in KRS-One video, right?
I know
the
that.
New one, the
yeah.
50 years
Shout
of
out to
hip-hop.
Lazarus about that.
Yeah, shout out to Lazarus. Shout out to KRS-One.
But to World of Rama, shout out to Laz because we turned it out last night. We did the show last night.
I missed it.
We killed it last night.
I missed it.
Because we are different. We are different. That's why.
Y'all come from that
Laz
era,
is a true lyricist.
What?
World is a true lyricist.
Yeah.
I'm a true lyricist.
Hopefully they could come to my show one day.
Definitely.
Get in contact with them, see what's
Definitely.
going on with them.
But
yeah.
my top 5.
Yeah, your top 5. Now,
now I'm gonna go with Jadakiss.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Nas. Big L, rest in peace. Rakim.
Okay.
He's one of the greatest of all. And I would say, I'm not gonna say Pac, because Pac was good, but he wasn't a lyricist. He was more revolutionary. Pac just had a message.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, Eminem.
Oh yeah, Eminem is good.
Eminem.
Yeah.
Those 5.
I like Eminem. All right.
Those 5.
So
that's my top 5.
Okay.
Even though I got more, but
yeah.
You just said 5. So
yeah,
I'm gonna go with 5.
Yeah, that's it.
I could do a whole top 20.
I know you can. So when you're working with an artist, right, what makes you be like, all right, I want to work with this person? Like, what do you see in this person that motivates you to be like, I want to make a beat for this person, I want to put him on?
Potential. They have potential. They have the patience, the motivation. You know, it's what their motivation.
Yeah.
And potential. Yeah, they have, and just being patient and just having that drive that you really want this as bad as I want it.
All right.
Yo, come on, here's a beat. If I give you a beat, don't take 10 years just to write one verse.
Yeah. So are you looking for any new artists out here?
Well, I'm not looking for new artists right now. I mean, if it comes across, like I met a few artists last night that I'm about to work with. Shout out to EU too, because EU, I made him a beat. He's supposed to be right into this song, you know, so I'm just waiting on him. But don't have me waiting forever, Evil. That's it. Don't have me waiting another 25 years.
Yeah.
You
so
know?
when you're producing a beat, right, how is your headspace? Like, where are you when you're producing these beats?
Wow, that's a good question. I just zone out. That's it. It's what I feel at the moment.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't, you ever hear a beat and you say, it's okay because they didn't make it from here. I make my beats from my heart.
Yeah.
Whatever I feel at that moment, I just get right to the machine and that's it.
Okay.
At that moment.
All right. What else are you getting into?
Well, right now, just doing a lot of shows, getting into producing. I got my compilation. I'm working on that. Well, that's finished already. I got a song called Blast, which is on my compilation album. I got like a couple of MCs on there. I got Tragedy Gaddafi. He's part of the industry. He's from Queensbridge. The legendary Tragedy Gaddafi. He's on one of my songs called Blast.
Okay.
So I got Lazarus, Debonair, Chaos, Paris, World of Rama, L Storm, Lonnie Lyric.
Okay.
It's on there. She's the only female on there. Well, she bodied that song. And I got Tragedy Gaddafi. I had another person on that song, but that person, I don't deal with that person. So I took that person off the song.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So are you working on a new album right now?
Well, right now I'm working on my compilation album. I'm working on my album called Manifest.
Okay.
All right. I'm working on that album called Manifest. So I'm working on that. So a couple of beats is done on that. I already wrote to like maybe 4 songs on that. My compilation, the Blue Vision compilation album, Value 1, is done already.
Okay.
I got a song on there. I got a song by World of Rama. I got a song by Laz. I got the Blast song, as I mentioned.
Yeah.
I got another song with Warren Wimp and Bless the Mastermind called Type of Time. I got a few nice songs on there. I got a lot of songs.
I heard a little
Chaos,
bit.
What's the Bop? I got
Are You Ready?
Yeah.
That's your song, right?
Are You Ready? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That's an old song that I've done at one of my boys' studios. But I don't know if that's gonna go on there. I'm thinking maybe on well, I don't know. I'm debating maybe to put that on the compilation album or maybe my album.
Oh, okay.
You know, because this album Manifest is a spiritual album. You know, when you manifest and speak
Yeah.
into existence. So me having a title with the word manifest and about God, about just doing party joints, joints of positivity, doing joints about reality, about a lot of things, you know,
Yeah.
politics and stuff like that. You know,
So I see that you disappeared for like a year out the game. Do you want to talk about it? What happened around that time? You
Yeah.
disappeared?
I was going through some trials and tribulations in my life. So a couple of things happened to me where you know, I was you know, I really don't want to, you know, put it like this, things happened that should have never happened.
Yeah.
Put it like that. Things happened that should have never happened. I was involved with a certain individual and, you know, a lot of things just started crumbling down, started falling on me. So it's like when you're going through things, life, put it like this, life happens.
Yeah.
It can happen to anybody. I started, you know, my living situation, a whole lot of things happened. A whole lot of things started going left. And I left out of state for like a whole year. I actually went to, be honest with you, I was in Alabama for a whole year.
Wow.
I went to Alabama for a whole year. I went out there, had to clear my head,
Yeah.
you know, and then, you know, I mean, I was still in contact with my people. They always been solid with me. You know, I've been, you know, in contact with them. They've been telling me what's going on.
Yeah.
And then, you know,
I know
once
they missed you.
everybody was like, where's Blue? Where's Blue?
Yeah.
Then when I reappeared on the scene, everybody said, yo, look who's back, look who's back. You know,
Yeah,
but
they
things
needed you.
happen.
Yeah.
It's just a reality. You know, I was
It's
I
just
was
life lessons. you
life
know?
and lessons.
Yeah.
Listen, I was still working out there. I was still doing beats,
Yeah.
and I was sending them to people while I was out there.
Okay.
But as far as me being on the scene, I
Yeah.
disappeared off the scene, and I let people think that they was on top of the world. But once I came back, I let people know, like when Tupac came out of jail, he said, "Yo, I'm back on the scene,
Yeah.
and for all you non-believing mother effers out there, I'm back, and what's up?"
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying I'm the king or nothing like that,
Yeah.
but you
But
know,
a lot of people, you know.
yeah, a lot of
they-
people thought I fell off the map. I wasn't, yeah, he gone,
Yeah.
he washed up. Yeah, okay, ain't nobody washed up over here. When you disappear, it doesn't mean you're washed up. It's
Yeah.
that sometimes you just gotta clear your thoughts.
Yeah.
Sometimes life just happens.
Sometimes you just need to escape.
You need to
know?
escape.
A lot of
You need
people
to
is
get
relying
away.
on you
Yeah.
anyway too. So
Yeah, you know, you just need
Yeah.
to get away from certain things, and that's it.
yeah.
And that's it. Things happen.
There's nothing wrong
Things
with that.
shifted left for me. And you know what? Now things shifted right for me again. Things
Yeah.
is back on point. I got this, I got that. I'm back
Yeah.
on point with things. Living situation gotten a little better than before.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's 100%, but it's gotten a little better than before. You know, everything's starting to fall back into place with the music,
Yeah.
with the connections, with everything. Everything's falling back into place. And you know
That's
what's
what's
that? That's the power of God.
Yeah.
That's the wrath of God. That's the good. When you pray to God, turn to God. When you pray to God every day,
Yeah.
and you're doing the right thing, and you pray to God, and you pray to God, good things will happen for you.
Yeah. So
you
you
keep
still
God
got
in your
the
heart.
Spectrum TV?
No, actually, that's gone for now. I'm actually, you know, it's in the works. Something's in the
Okay.
works with TV.
Okay.
Like my show's in the works right now with Rough Riders Radio, with the Blue Vision show that's coming soon.
Okay.
It was supposed to come on, but you know, like right now things is kind of on a delay. But I got the Rough Riders Radio show coming up.
Okay.
That's on the podcast, and then Spectrum TV. Well, it's no longer Spectrum. They
Oh.
changed the name, so now right now it's gonna be based on another somewhere else. You know,
okay.
it's
You
gonna
still,
be based somewhere
how
else.
about the Grindheart? The Grindheart TV?
Groundhog TV is my
What is
boy.
that about?
Well, that's Worldorama. That's Groundhog TV, which he had over 20 years now.
Oh. Okay.
Maybe longer than that. I don't know. I really can't. You
So
know, but
yeah.
World, actually, that's the one I'm producing for.
Yeah.
I'm an affiliate with Groundhog because World put me on the ground. I'm under the Groundhog umbrella as well. All right, so I'm with World too out here. You know, so me and him been making a lot of moves, doing a lot of things. Shout out to World for, you know, when I had when something happened with me, when I had gotten locked up, you know, when I gotten arrested, and you know, World was the one that actually came to pick me up.
Wow.
Yeah, he was the
That's
one
a
that
true
came to pick me
friend
up.
right
That's the
there.
true friend right there. Yeah, you already know.
Yeah.
You know. And that's what happened from there. When I got locked up, things went left after that.
Yeah.
And then, things, like I said, things happen. I said, things happen, But
Yeah.
it is what it is. But yeah, shout out to Grindhard TV. Been in the works for so many years, doing his thing. World of Rama,
Yeah.
Blue Vision, the Blue Vision, World of Rama's Vision coming soon.
Okay.
A lot of things coming up. There's a lot of things coming up that I don't want to speak into existence, but I'm working with another female artist out of state. She actually lives in Alabama,
Okay.
and she's a dope artist. And she got a lot of songs I sent her, a lot of beats, and she does R&B. She does like neo soul R&B, beautiful voice and everything.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, you already know. Yeah, that's it. Just out here, just staying busy, just staying focused.
You know what social medias you on right now, and any shout outs you want to give to people?
Well, you can find me on Instagram, BLU_DIAZ80, Blue_Diaz80. You can find me on Facebook, Blue Diaz. I got my website, Blue Vision Productions.com. That's BLU Productions. That's BLUVISHEN Productions.com. You can find me on there, my own website. I got my beats on there. It tells me a bio. It tells you about a bio about myself and everything.
Okay.
But that's how you can find me. I want to give a special shout out to you. Thank you for having me on the show.
Thanks
Lady
for
D.
coming.
Thank you. God bless your heart.
Thank you.
Shout out to Lazarus, the Top Don. Shout out to my circle. Shout out to Asia Supreme. She's part of the circle now. She's an asset. Shout out to DJ Vassetti. Shout out to my brother World of Rama. My brother, everybody that's part of us, man. Shout out, man. I love all of you, man. Y'all been a good asset to my life. Shout out to everybody. Whoever's meant to be in my life, they meant to be. Whoever's not meant to be, bye. And by the way, I just gotta tell you something. There's a lot of beautiful women in the world, and a lot of good women and women with money. You're a beautiful woman.
Thank you so much. This has been Her Mic, Her Rules with your girl, Lady D, and we want to give a shout out to Blue Diaz for coming to my show. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you.
Thank you so much.
So, guys, stay tuned because you never know who's going to be next on Her Mic, Her Rules.
Let's go.